Hello and welcome back to Arduino Ninjas. Today we're going to have a look at inputs. Most specifically, the simplest input we're going to look at is a switch. Switches are simply on or off. Well, they are in the real world. As far as the computer is concerned, as far as the Arduino is concerned, they're going to either be showing a high voltage or a low voltage. But before we can actually get into our switches, you're going to need to find it. And it looks like this. They should have about 4 of them in your kit. It's a bit hard to see, so I'm going to go over to the document camera so we can see what's going on. Here is our switch. Our switch actually has 4 connections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Internally, however, these are wired together. And you should be able to see along the back there is a big bar. The bar divides the switch into 2. So the left hand side are connected together, the right hand side are connected together, and when you press the button, that will then connect between these 2 here, or these 2 here. So let's just have a quick look inside one of these, just so you can see what it is. Now these are only held together by small plastic nubs. You don't need to open one of yours. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I should be able to get my little blade in and lift up this metal plate. Bear with me. Here we go. So put the scalpel down. We have a metal cover plate and this plastic button. And all that does is when you press down, it presses down on this metal disc, which is what makes the clicking sound. The metal disc is slightly dished, and underneath you'll see there are metal contacts. These 2 edge contacts are connected to these pins. The pins on one side of the horizontal bar. Hopefully you can see the horizontal bar there. So they're connected to these 2 pins. The center connection is connected to the pins on the other side of the bar. So that when we place this into our board, and usually we'll put it across the central valley, like that. Column 3 and column 5 are currently not connected. But as soon as we put our metal disc in and press down, column 3 and column 5 suddenly become connected. And the 2 sides, as I said before, are independent of each other. Now, just to prove that's how it works, we're going to use a very, very simple circuit. We're going to take an LED. And if you remember, the LED's got a large electrode inside and a small, and the large side is negative. I'm going to put that into column 5. And we need to make sure that we connect our resistor. Let's get the right resistor. Red, red, black, black, brown. That's the one I want. 220 ohms. Going to connect that to the negative side. And then I'm just going to use 2 wires. I'm going to take positive from pin 3. And I'm going to go over here to the 5 volts pin. And I'm going to take another wire. And I'm going to come from the ground pin, one of the 2 ground pins, and over to this minus rail. So as you can see at the moment, power wants to come down the red wire to the switch. It can't go through the switch at the moment, but if we press the button down, it makes contact. It can now flow through the switch, through the LED, through the resistor to save us burning the LED or the Uno up, and then back down the black wire to ground. There is nothing complicated there, and the Uno's not doing anything. All we have is a simple circuit, as if we were using the Uno like a giant battery. So I'm going to tidy this up, and then we'll come back and we'll actually start programming with switches.